Hey guys, it's your girl Ayn and you're watching Sunkissed Somewhere. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're an old subscriber, welcome back. My name is Ayn Bernos and I do videos on travel, lifestyle, and confidence 3 times a week, every single week, or when I can. For today's video, I am going to be introducing you to a new series on my channel, which I would like to call Camp Confidence with Ayn. A few months ago, or maybe a year ago actually, I had my very first subscriber meetup and it was called Camp Confidence. I don't know why, but essentially, I wanted to adopt that name and turn it into a series where I talk about issues and topics that matter to you. For example, I asked you guys on Instagram what you wanted me to talk about, and a lot of you asked about dealing with insecurities, anxiety, you asked about goal setting, so stuff like that, stuff that will actually benefit you. As much as I love documenting my life and making travel vlogs, that's just not reality for me. You know, my daily life is something that is severely different from most YouTubers because I do have a day job and I do have other stuff going on, and I can't always show my life as a vlog because my life is just like, you know, any other life. You know, I kept asking myself, how do I make my vlog more interesting? How do I make my life seem more interesting? But then I realized after a while that really isn't the goal, you know? I didn't vlog to show you guys how awesome my life is. I vlogged because I wanted to document my life. But seeing now that I've grown this channel into a family of 22,000 subscribers, I think, I just feel like my goal should not be just one-sided anymore. My goal has to be, you know, to actually help you. Last week, I was having this moment of doubt and stuff, and I started Googling myself because that's just something that I do. I Google myself. And I found this forum about local YouTubers from the Philippines, and they were basically talking about the usual stuff, the tea, you know, that kind of stuff. And I'm not a big YouTuber, not like a huge YouTuber yet, but I did find my name there, and my subscriber, my viewer, I don't know if she subscribed, but she basically said that I liked watching Ayn Bernos, but I'm not learning from her anymore. And so that got me thinking, I want to find that balance again, you know, creating content that actually makes sense and that actually helps you guys. So what I want to do is to obviously continue travel vlogging because I love doing that. And I still want to continue documenting my life and doing fun stuff just because I like that. But at the same time, I want to share more of my other side with you, which is, you know, my confidence journey. I talk about self-love and confidence all the time. And every time I end the video, I would say, stay confident. So I want to do more than just remind you guys. And I want to do both. I want to live my life and show you how it is, how it could be. And at the same time, I want to be helpful to you by giving you more information, like actual information that you can use to improve your own life and your own self-image. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 5 mindset changes that help me become more confident. And I feel like this should be a very good introductory topic to talk about because this is essentially what I truly believe in, and this is the core of my mindset, my positivity, my life philosophy. Before I continue with this video, I also want to say that I am starting an accountability group. So if you have passion projects that you want to pursue, dreams, goals, if you want to talk about these topics on a more personal level, then you can definitely join our group below. It's called Camp Confidence. The link will be in the description box. So whether it's a small business or a blog or a YouTube channel and you guys want feedback from it, or you guys want help, tips, etc., then definitely join the group in the description box below and we can talk about it actually on Facebook. In other news, shall we begin? We shall. I haven't said that in a long time, so forgive me if I'm being rusty. So the first one is no one is better than you and you are better than no one. I think I found this on one of my Instagram or Pinterest binge scrolling sessions, but when I did read this, it was life-changing because it was both empowering and humbling, and I believe that those are 2 things that constitute real confidence. You need to believe in yourself enough that you know you are on the same level as everybody else, but you have to understand that you're not too good for anyone as well. That really helps put things into perspective. that means that you can achieve whatever it is that you want. And number two, even if you do achieve what you want, that does not make you better than anybody. Okay, number two is that I am inspired by people who started small. So for example, I am inspired by people like Jen Im, Elena Taber, Damon and Joe, oh my gosh. So these are YouTubers. Obviously, I'm inspired by YouTubers because these are people in my industry, and career-wise, I look up to them. I love that their success story started from scratch, and that really just empowers me and really makes me believe that I can get to that level because they did start in the same way. And that's what I love about being on YouTube. These are actual regular people who chose to create their own platform, their own channel, and they chose to communicate beyond their, you know, circle and be discovered by the internet. So that's just something that really is a good reminder to me as a content creator, because sometimes you feel like your dreams are too wild or too big and that you don't have a place in that industry. But just looking at the people that you look up to, for example, my friend Say Tiojo, she was actually the very first one who reached out to me. Our friendship started by her reaching out to me, and I always thought that, you know, she was this big YouTuber in the Philippines, and I always thought I wouldn't be able to be on her level. But then when she reached out to me, it kind of made me realize that Say is just a really down-to-earth person who has the same struggles, the same, you know, same insecurities, but she is amazing in her own right, and she does a great job on YouTube. So that really inspired me, and that really motivated me to, you know, pursue this passion, pursue this dream. And so whatever it is that you do want to pursue in your industry, remember that the people who are on top started somewhere. Number three, my struggles make for an interesting chapter in my success story. So I'm gonna share with you a vision that I've had ever since I was a little girl. Well, not a little girl, but like maybe in high school, kind of. I always imagined myself writing my own biography. So I would write an autobiography, a success story about my life. At the time in high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. You know, I didn't know I wanted to be a YouTuber or a creative. I didn't know, like I had no clue what I wanted to do. But what I was sure of, at least what I really hoped for, was that one day I would be able to write my own success story. And you know, I've always been a writer at heart, and I worked professionally as a writer, so eventually it just started materializing that, okay, this is actually starting to look like, you know, it could happen. Now that I'm here, 24 years old, doing what I do, I feel like it could happen one day. And knowing that it could happen one day, truly believing that I could one day have my success story, I just look at all of my struggles as another interesting chapter, because who would want a super amazing story with no roller coaster ride? You know what I mean? I just look at things that way. If something's going wrong, I'm like, eventually I'm going to get through this, and when I do, it's gonna be funny. Number four is that I live in an era where I can teach myself anything. Okay, so everything that I know about YouTube, search engine optimization, graphic design, editing, analytics, all of that I learned through Googling. See, this is one mindset that's very important to me, because I get a lot of questions asking me, Ate Ayn, how do you do this? Ate Ayn, what requirements do you need? What documents do you need to do this? Ate Ayn, what is this? How did you do that? As much as I really want to help you guys, I feel like the most help that I can truly give you is to not spoon feed you with information. Okay, this video, for example, I'm telling you how you can adjust your mindset, and that's more important than actually giving you exactly what you need. Because okay, so you have the information, I tell you step by step how to start a YouTube channel, and then what? Are you actually going to do it? Are you actually going to have that confidence to talk in front of the camera and just pursue your dreams? What if you encounter a struggle? Will you suddenly just give up? No. So for me, it's much more important to know that you have the ability to learn, and you have the ability to teach yourself. Instead of waiting for someone to teach you, go on Google right now, type how to blank, whatever it is that you want to learn. Information is free nowadays. You're in 2018, almost 2019, and nagtatampisaw na tayo sa impormasyon. Who said that? Was it Lord De Vera? I found that really, again, life-changing, because there is no excuse not to know a skill that you've always wanted to learn. If you want to learn it, go ahead and learn it. Teach yourself. Okay, number 5, lastly, life is too short to not make your dreams come true. You have a very limited time on this earth, and you can either spend it being miserable and spend it scrolling on social media, or you can spend it on your bed. And I've done this a lot of days. I've had days where I couldn't get out of bed and it just felt like super down, just no motivation whatsoever. But then the amazing thing about this is that we have days. The sun sets, the sun rises. Take as many sunsets as you need. I just find it really beautiful that fresh starts are so abundant in this lifetime. Every time you wake up, that's a fresh start, and you can choose to do something about your dream or not. You know, there are days where you're just really down and you don't have motivation. You're just physically, mentally, emotionally unable to do things, and that's fine, because I feel like we all have those days. But once you get another fresh start, even though it's just man-made, it's a week or it's just a concept, a new week, a Monday, a sunrise, a new month, a new year, whatever it is, just take that opportunity and make that yours. Make that yours, and just truly believe that you can use that time to pursue your passion and your dreams. You can be 24, you can be 50, you can be 17, but whatever it is that you have from today onwards, you are accountable for what you do. And if you want to make little steps happen every single day, then do so. You don't have a deadline per se, but you do have a limited time in this world. So if you don't start working on it now, when are you going to work on it? So yeah, that's it. I hope I gave you guys something to think about. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Again, I will be waiting for you on the Camp Confidence Facebook page, because I do want to build a community where we can really talk about these things, and you can talk to me about your personal projects. If you're starting a YouTube channel, a small business, whatever it is. It would be really nice to have that kind of support group, because God knows I needed that at one point, and I think I found it in other forms. If I can be there for you, then why not, right? Okay, anyway, thank you guys for watching. As usual, I will be back next week for another episode of Camp Confidence. I hope to see you guys soon. Don't forget to stay confident. Bye.
No, no, no.